Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer.
Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening and welcome back to Ansley High School, site of the boys D1-11 Sub-District. My name is Jeremy Scheip. I'll be joined later on in the broadcast by Brent Apperson. Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loup have both moved their way through the D1-11 boys Sub-District bracket. Ansley, Litchfield got the bunny bracket winner of Twin Loup and Burwell, defeating Twin Loup by 68-52. South Loup was in the 2 and 3 seed matchup against St. Hills Valley. They got a victory 53-39. Both of them with their eyes on a win, which would secure a spot in a district final, which we of course know means they are one win away from the state basketball tournament. As we start this broadcast, we want to thank the sponsors making it possible. They include J.R. Meyer Insurance, 4 County Heating and Air, Clang Financial, Central Nebraska Electric, Town and Country Bank, Thrivent Financial, Muddy Creek Ag, Ansley Lumber and Supply, South Loup Community Pharmacy, Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, Dairy Queen Broken Bow, Bailey Crop Service, Flatwater Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, the Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar, Norder Supply, Callaway Market, Rain Dance Repair, First State Insurance, Prairie Eye Care, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, A1 Auto Repair, Rocks Underground, Trumbull Repair and Towing, Design Homes, Henry's Callaway Bar, Agribest Feeds, Eggleston Oil, Shotgun Annie Saloon and Grill, Bierman Vet Services, Lodi Seed Service, Redfern Electric, Pinnacle Bank, Power Solutions, Main Street Styles, Full Circle Irrigation, and Govier Brothers Mortuary with the Arnold and Mullen Funeral Homes. Thank you as well to these sponsors you hear on every single high school and Husker sports broadcast at KCNI KBBN Radio. Nebraska State Bank, Rods Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A to Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and Gateway Motors. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll thank the video sponsors that those of you watching the video broadcast will see scrolling at the top right-hand part of your screen throughout tonight's contest. Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loup, D1-11 Sub-District Final action coming your way soon.
Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Since our bank was founded in 1905, we have been the community bank that's part of your community. Whether it's Friday night at the football game or volunteering at the local celebration, at Town and Country Bank, building relationships is what matters. That's why we gladly support the towns in which we live and work. This is Heather at Town and Country Bank, and I invite you to stop in today and let us show you how banking should be. Town and Country Bank, relationships you can bank on.
Relationships matter. Town and Country Bank.
Member FDIC.
Muddy Creek Ag supports the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. Pete, Ryan, Trey, and Brandy are your suppliers of all feed and seed products, Traeger grills, and seasonings as well. They also have new and used seed tenders and are proud to be Channel Seedmen. Good luck, Spartans, from Muddy Creek Ag. Call them at 308-935-1155. The same people with the same great products on Highway 2 in Ansley. Muddy Creek Ag is proud to bring you this sports broadcast.
Just as all the area sports teams work to build themselves towards victories, your building team at Ansley Lumber and Supply is ready to help with all the projects you have going on or have in mind. They're open 8 to 5:30 Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 to noon. Provide delivery and offer the quality tools and products you can depend on, including premium grade lumber. From framing and trusses to countertops and cabinets, Ansley Lumber and Supply, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Joe's Motor Company in Hazard is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Pickup trucks are designed to work hard and be dependable, and pickup trucks are what Joe's Motor Company specializes in. You can't miss them when you're cruising down Highway 2 past Hazard. Give them a call today at 308-452-3030 or visit joesmotorcompany.com. Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, 25 miles north of Kearney or 45 miles northwest of Grand Island. Proud sponsors of this broadcast.
In basketball, going cold isn't a good thing. But at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow, it's just the opposite. A cold treat will always make you smile, no matter the time of year. Visit them today for a signature blizzard, a dilly bar, ice cream cake, or one of several other chilly treats. Treat yourself to something amazing today, only at Broken Bow DQ, where happy tastes good. Proud sponsors of high school sports in this broadcast.
Mike Bailey with Bailey Crop Service in Ansley is proud to support the Ansley Litchfield Spartans student athletes in all that they do. Bailey Crop Service is your Pioneer seed dealer just off Highway 2 in Ansley. Pioneer continues to stand at the forefront of leading genetics in crop production. Stop in or call Mike to learn how Pioneer can benefit your fields. 935-1783. That's Bailey Crop Service in Ansley, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
We welcome you back to Ansley as we get set up for this D1-11 sub-district between Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loup. Many of you are going to be taking this in through our video stream, which is available on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages. We want to thank the sponsors making that possible. Muddy Creek Ag, Bailey Crop Service, First State Insurance, A1 Auto Repair, AgriBest Feeds, Palmer Monument, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Insurance of the Heartland, Meade Lumber Broken Bow, Colligan, Broken Bow Livestock, Lines Appliance, and the Callaway District Hospital. We're a little bit more than 20 minutes away from the tip-off. Plenty to talk about here in the pregame. We're going to talk about the D1 sub-district point standings and maybe how that affects these two teams going forward. We're going to, of course, talk about these two teams and their journey to get here as well as their season. And then we're going to talk about some of the players and their role on these two basketball teams as they get ready to face off. Two teams that were supposed to face off once in the regular season, but you got to love Nebraska weather. They were not able to face off due to that game being canceled because of weather. So this one's been a long time coming, and I got to say, 23 minutes before the tip, I look out here in the crowd, and I would say that the stands are about halfway full. I'd venture to guess we're going to have a full crowd on hand for this one. You still got time to hop in the car and make it here to check this out in person, but if you're already along for the ride and watching the video stream, we welcome you here as well. Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loup, we'll welcome Brent Apperson into the broadcast when we come back.
Bank, we're still committed to calling our customers by name. Because of technology, we may not see you as much anymore, but whether you choose to bank with us online or in person, we're still your hometown bank. We still call you by name when we see you, and we're here for you when you need us. If you're currently not our customer, we would love a chance to show you what you've been missing. Visit us today to start banking with a bank that knows you. At Flatwater Bank, we are still pioneering.
Member FDIC.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. The skills that students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
The Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar loves cheering on the Spartans, and they hope to see you through their doors soon. Boasting a family-friendly atmosphere in downtown Litchfield, they are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 for lunch, as well as 4 to midnight. Dine in or carry out delicious food, or grab a drink at the full bar and try your hand at the skill games they have. Go and find them on Facebook, the Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar, downtown Litchfield.
At Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway, you'll often see them sporting their South Loup Bobcat Blue because they love to support their team. Student athletes work hard both academically and in sports, and Norder Supply is proud to support their dedication by helping bring you this sports broadcast on the radio. Wishing the team the best of luck and saying, "Go Bobcats!" Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway.
At the Callaway Market, they appreciate their amazing customers who choose to shop local with them. That's why they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. Your friends at Callaway Market invite you to shop their aisles, quality meat counter, and bountiful and beautiful produce section. On Mondays, a senior discount of 10% off is given. Thank you for shopping local from the Callaway Market. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday and Sundays from 11 till 5.
Have you heard the buzz?
Yeah, it's got to be my neighbor's Beehive.
Beehive?
Yeah, it's that new pivot controller from Beehive Ag.
Cool. What's it do?
Your phone becomes your pivot panel. You can control your pivot, pump, in-gun, and it even has GPS and VRI. Breathe new technology into old pivots.
Really? The subscription must be expensive.
No, there is no subscription fee. Contact Rich Reynolds with Rain Dance Repair at 308-870-4455. That's 870-4455.
At First State Insurance of Arnold, they're proud to say that they can offer you choices. Those choices save you money. They can offer you a variety of choices because they are independent agents. First State Insurance is cheering on the Bobcats all the way. Call Becky or Taylor at 848-2522 to set up an appointment with First State Insurance of Arnold. Proud supporters of the South Loup Bobcat coaches and players who work so hard.
When the crowd is there, you want to bring your A game.
You've practiced hard. You've thrown, caught, run, jumped, tackled, set, and spiked plenty in practice over the years.
Then a basketball meets your face.
Next game, it happens again.
You get flashbacks of that volleyball that did the same darn thing.
I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
And I'm Dr. Jinsey Ross.
If you're fighting a blur other than your running speed, schedule an appointment with us at Prairie Eye Care. Whether in sports or everyday life, we want you seeing 20/20.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to support this broadcast of high school athletics.
We welcome you back to Ansley as the two teams are out on the floor warming up, getting ready for this D1-11 sub-district final. Welcome Brent Apperson into the broadcast. Brent, good evening.
Good evening. Exciting night.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. I think we should start our discussion by talking about just generally what's at stake for both of these teams here. Obviously, you win the game, you're into a district final, which means you're one win away from the state tournament. But you look at the points in D1, and both of these teams, just to put it simply, are in a very favorable position if they should be on the losing side of this game here, which neither of them are thinking about, but it is kind of a fallback that all the rest of us have the convenience of thinking about.
Yeah, there's 12 sub-district tournaments in Class D1, so all 12 sub-district champions will automatically advance out and be in the district finals. And then there will be 4 open spots that you can achieve through a wild card to complete the field of 16. And both of these teams are certainly setting well for that. You get the 12 sub-district champions that go in, and then the next 4 highest teams in the point standings, according to the NSAA, will also get in. Coming into tonight, Ansley Litchfield sets number 4, which has them in a wonderful spot should they maybe stumble here tonight and fall to South Loup. For South Loup, I think they're number 7 coming in. And so, you know, there's some teams ahead of them in other sub-district finals that they would need to maybe see win so that those spots ahead of them wouldn't be taken in the wild card. But, yeah, both are sitting very good for a wild card possibility for whoever doesn't win here tonight.
In the case of Ansley Litchfield and South Loup, it's a lot easier to look at South Loup as being the team that's further down in the point standings, and basically what they need to do is root for certain teams that are ahead of them, which would mean that they win the sub-district. That would mean that the wild cards would fall to the teams further down. North Platte St. Pat's is at number 1 in the points rankings. They're taking on a 9-14 Hemingford team. Johnson Brock facing a 500 Pawnee City team at 11-11. McCool Junction going against 11-12 Elmwood Murdoch. Howells Dodge, Guardian Angels Central Catholic is 11-13, their opponent. And then Ainsworth is taking on a 9-11 team in Boyd County. So the matchups are favorable as well when you dive into it a little bit deeper for those teams that are ahead of South Loup in the standings, which you like if you're a Bobcat fan.
Yeah, you want the favorites to win.
Yes.
You know, that's kind of what it comes down to. Lots of times when you get to these sub-district matchups, many times there will be a couple of sub-districts, sometimes even 3, where you have highly rated teams in the points playing each other where you know a spot is going to be taken. That's not the case here in Class D1. In fact, if you were to see a matchup that would make you say that, well, both teams are in, we're probably looking at the matchup here tonight.
As far as the different sub-districts, as far as both teams being the highest on the list, it's the one that we are here for in Ansley tonight. There are 6 entire sub-district matchups, 12 teams facing off against each other somewhere across the state that are both below South Loup and Ansley Litchfield, which is the perfect situation for both of these teams. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll start breaking down the matchup a little bit more. Ansley Litchfield and South Loup, D1-11 Sub-District Final coming your way on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, love supporting the community and are happy to be able to help bring you this sports broadcast. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinic delight in serving the area with their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464 to schedule a ride today. Areas served and destinations requested will be evaluated on a first-come, first-served basis. Cheering on the area athletes from the Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics.
Crash, boom, bang. All sounds you never want to hear coming from your vehicle. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is prepared to fix or prevent those sounds. If you're in need of auto and light truck service and repair, give Josh a call, 848-2542. That's 848-2542. It all starts with diagnosing the problem, then working to get you back on the road quickly with a vehicle you can depend on. A1 Auto Service in Arnold, proud sponsors of this broadcast and high school sports.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
When you need towing or transport, it often comes at a time that you didn't see coming. That's why Trumbull Repair and Towing Service offers it 24/7. So when you're stranded and need emergency roadside assistance, call Dan at 870-2127. Trumbull Repair offers mechanical service, welding, and mobile welding. Trumbull Repair and Towing Service, a half-mile east of Callaway on Highway 40, but serving the entire area. Call 870-2127.
Lane Chesley and his crew at Design Homes of Callaway are proud to help bring you this sports broadcast. Design Homes can help you with remodeling or any commercial or residential building construction. Just call Lane at 308-991-0870 to get started. Don't let that awesome project you have on your mind be a point of stress. Call Design Homes, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
You've been to them, the bars, taverns, and grills that are exactly like the next. Not at Henry's Callaway Bar. They offer a bar experience unlike any other. Try one of Henry's fresh handcrafted drinks or kick back for a beer with friends. If it's an appetite you're bringing with your thirst, look to their amazing homemade pizzas to fill you up, available to dine in or carry out. Call 308-836-4484. A slice of lime and a good time await you at Henry's Bar in Callaway, the oasis in the middle of Nebraska.
AgriBest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, go lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. They carry the top-rated AeroQuip line of chutes and livestock equipment, too, behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. AgriBest Feeds of Callaway.
D1-11 Sub-District final action ahead of us between Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loup. Start digging a little bit deeper into this matchup ahead of us. You take a look at these two teams. They were supposed to play earlier on in the regular season, but that game was canceled. That was supposed to take place back on January 18th. Is it just me, or does that feel like forever ago?
Yeah, it seems like a long time ago. Yes.
A lot has happened for these two teams since then. Ansley Litchfield has only lost one game since that game was supposed to take place. They've won 10 of their last 11. They're on a 7-game win streak. You take a look at South Loup, they've won 7 of their last 9. So both of these teams playing a lot of winning basketball, and I think that's part of the reason, well, the stands are already almost full.
Yeah. Well, and too, Jeremy, that's why these two teams are where they're at as far as the point standings are concerned. Listen, these two teams, they're not even thinking about wild card. They want to win this game. This is a huge game for both. But the reason both are in the position they are in the point standings is because of the great regular seasons that they have had.
You start to dig into these two teams and their schedule so far this season a little bit more, and it gets even more interesting. You look at common opponents. They both played Highline. Ansley Litchfield beat them by 12. South Loup beat them by 15. They both lost to SEM, and Ansley Litchfield lost by 3. South Loup lost by 4. So when you're winning games and losing games by similar amounts of points, that kind of gets you a little bit more excited for the matchup as well, because it means that they're matching up with those teams in a similar way.
Yeah, listen, you're going to see a lot of talent on the floor here tonight, and that's what's going to make it fun. I hope we get a good flow and pace to the game. I think with these two teams we will. If we get a good pace and a good flow, you're going to see the athleticism of both teams, and this will really be fun to watch.
And, you know, that brings up a good point. You know, there's a lot of pressure on these two teams to play in front of this many people. There's a lot of pressure on officiating crews when it comes to this point in the season as well, because the flow kind of goes through their whistle. And this crowd is certainly going to be really into this game, and there's a lot of talent out here. We just hope that we get an opportunity to see it put out in full force. We're a little bit less than 9 minutes away from the tip. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about some of the role players on both of these teams and give you the starting lineups. This is Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
At Shotgun Annie's in Callaway, they're big fans of local artist BJ Jameson, and they think you should be too. They invite you to their watch party coming up on Wednesday the 28th. BJ is playing live at The Local in Nashville, Tennessee, and they're going to watch it in Callaway. If you want to see BJ Jameson live and in person, mark your calendar for March 3rd. He'll be doing a Sunday afternoon show at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Nashville recording artist BJ Jameson. Watch party February 28th and live March 3rd at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway.
Beerman Vet Services offers vet care for both large and small animals, from pregnancy checking to calving assistance, spays and neuters, vaccinations to emergency call care. They can assist you. Right now, make sure and stop in to see how they can help you stock up on your calving supplies. Stop by Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, or call 848-3334 for questions or to access the doctor on call. Beerman Vet Services is excited to cheer on the South Loop Bobcats. They are proud of the students' hard work and are glad to help sponsor this broadcast of high school sports.
Lodi Seed Service, LLC, your trusted channel seedsman, now serving the Callaway area. They are proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Why choose them? High-quality channel seeds, expertise tailored to your farm, local knowledge paired with global resources, and, of course, unmatched customer service. To get on the path to achieving your farming goals or exceeding them, contact Abe Hinman or T.R. Anderson with Lodi Seed Services, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Redfern Electric in Callaway is a big supporter of the South Loop Bobcats. Whether you're in need of residential, commercial, or ag electrical work, your first call should be to Ed Lashley at Redfern Electric. Their commitment is to quality and their customers who always come first. Call Ed at 836-2254. Redfern Electric, proud supporters of the South Loop Bobcats and this broadcast.
She walked into the bank holding a birthday check from Grandma to open her first checking account. That same account was there when she started her first job. It paid her first month's rent. And it was still there the day she brought her daughter into the bank to open a checking account of her own. Because choosing the right bank for checking means building a relationship. That's something Nebraskans value. And it's why we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ansley as we get set for Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loop. Spartans coming into this one with a record of 18-3. The South Loop Bobcats at 16-4. Take a look at these two teams, Brent. For Ansley, Litchfield, a lot of offense really rolls through Luke Bailey.
Yeah, man, he had an amazing game Tuesday night in the Sub-District tournament against Twin Loup. I think scored 24 in the game, but what was it, 17 or something like that came in the first half?
Well, 23 came in the first half of 27,
Yeah, so, I mean, he set the tone early in that game. He's a phenomenal player that does it on both ends of the floor, and that's what I like about these two teams. There's a lot of offensive ability on these two sides, but when you look at the top scorers of each team, they know how to play on the defensive end too. But yeah, Bailey had a tremendous game against Twin Loup, and I'm sure he'll come out and try to set the tone early for the Spartans again tonight.
Three other double-digit scorers for Ansley Litchfield in that game. Jacob Pepe with 14, Ryan Bailey with 10, and Zach Loy with 10 as well. You take a look at South Loop, of course, you're talking about Trey Connell and Cash Gracie as the leading scorers for that squad. 14 points each in their game against St. Hills Valley. Cash Gracie, all of his points coming in the first half, but he was hindered by an injury, and we only saw him for a small amount of time in the third quarter and then didn't see him after that much at all. So good to see him out there during warm-ups. Did notice that.
Yeah, and those two guys are big for South Loop. We talk about setting the tone. Those two guys will set the tone for South Loop. And for the Bobcats, when you look at where they've been successful this season, those two guys have had big games. And they'll need a big game from each of them again tonight.
Ansley Litchfield, you look back at their previous opponent, Twin Loup. They allowed Quincy Riker to score 21. Nobody else really even close to that in scoring. So that just kind of talks to the defensive effort of Ansley Litchfield. Also a very good rebounding team. Out-rebounded Twin Loup significantly, and they don't turn the ball over hardly at all. In that score sheet, you had them down for less than 5 turnovers. This is a very fundamental team, and, you know, even with those turnovers numbers being unofficial, they were still under 10.
They were very unofficial. I don't know how close I was keeping track in the second half, but, both teams know how to take care of the basketball, and they'll need to take care of the basketball tonight. I think you're right about rebounding. Rebounding is going to be a big stat here tonight.
Also, worth mentioning, both of these teams obviously going to have to keep their eyes on finishing against the opponent across the other side of the court. Both of these teams know how to play wire to wire and got to know that their opponents are going to as well. No lead is going to be safe. A couple of minutes away from the tip. We'll take one last quick break. When we come back, the starting lineup's headed your direction, brought to you by the J.R. Meyer Insurance Agency.
Solutions in Broken Bow is your local Vermeer dealer. With Vermeer equipment, you're getting more than a machine. You're investing in quality parts, local service, and support from your Vermeer dealer. Also remember, if you have a pickup truck or any diesel-powered engine not working to your standards, Power Solutions can get it running strong. Whether it's shop service or field service repair, sales, service, and new equipment on hand, Power Solutions, your local Vermeer dealer and sponsors of this sports broadcast.
There are a lot of reasons your local Valley dealer is your trusted partner. Their quick responsiveness, their training and technology products, their extensive irrigation parts inventory, and their ability to service all brands. But when you need problems resolved quickly, there's one most important reason to trust your Valley dealers. Your reason. Contact Todd with Full Circle Irrigation today at their office in Litchfield or Broken Bow for all your irrigation parts, technology, and service needs. That's Full Circle Irrigation, your local Valley dealer. Happy to help bring you this sports broadcast.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Govey Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. For over 60 years, Govey Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home have served Central Nebraska. Through the entirety of their years, putting families first has always been their motto. Enjoy this high school sports broadcast brought to you by Govey Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. Reach them at 1-800-354-6340 or visit GoveyBrothers.com.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you?
Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loup Bobcats, and Silmar debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Aeroseed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, your weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Aeroseed in Broken Bow today.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Custer Federal has been helping customers acquire new and or improve existing homes for over 90 years. We are excited to have the opportunity to help you finance your home purchase, improvement, or refinance. Whether it is move-in ready or a fixer-upper, we have mortgage experts who are up to speed on all types of financial solutions. We will work with you from application to closing to make the process as easy as possible. Get the keys to your dream home with Custer Federal, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When we unlock the doors and turn on the lights at the grocery cart, we're excited to serve you with a smile and helpfulness that can't be matched. Our staff is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. It's our mission to offer you great prices in a store that is clean, organized, and convenient. Connect with us online at gkbrokenbow.com or come by and shop 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. East Highway to Broken Bow.
back to Ansley as we get set up for the Ansley, Litchfield, and South Loup broadcast ahead of us. Starting lineups for this contest are being brought to you by the J.R. Meyer Insurance Agency of Callaway. They're your local independent insurance agency, which means they can offer many of the most respected companies in the nation. Call 836-2245 for J.R. Meyer Insurance. The starting lineup for South Loup looks like this. Trey Connell, a 5'10 senior. Dylan Pandorf, a 6'1 sophomore. Connor Paulson, a 5'9 sophomore. And Cash Gracie is a 6'3 senior. Joey Salick rounds out the starting lineup, a 6'3 senior. For Ansley Litchfield, it's Luke Bailey, a 6'3 junior. Ryan Bailey, a 6'4 senior. Zach Loy, a 6'2 senior. Ashton Bemerwald, a 5'10 senior. And Jacob Heapy, a 6-foot-tall senior. The whistle is blown. The jump is up, and it is controlled by South Loup, working left to right in the road blacks, blue numerals, gray trim. Ansley Litchfield in the home whites, gold numerals, black trim. Connell, no look, over to Cash Gracie. Goes up, has it blocked by Ryan Bailey right at the rim.
Yeah, tremendous read by Ryan Bailey. Came on the help defense, got up, and was able to reject the shot.
Loy threw it away. Turned over back to South Loup. Connell into the front court. Holds it up between the rings. Kind of a little bit of a slide matchup zone being shown here by Ansley Litchfield. Connell, deep three-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Gracie in the short corner. 45 seconds gone. Gracie backs it out. Now Paulson over to Connell. In the corner, Pandorf holds it there. Skip pass over to Paulson. Connell right. Tries the same no look to Salick, who couldn't control it. Last touched by Joey, and it will be Spartans basketball. Bailey brings it up. Three-quarters court, zone, full court pressure being shown here by South Loup. Bailey with the throw ahead to Ryan Bailey. Has it knocked out by Connell. Inbounds right in front of us coming.
Well, we talked about the top offensive scores for the two teams, the way they work on the defensive end of the floor. You've seen it early. Ryan Bailey with a block for Ansley Litchfield, and now a knockaway by Trey Connell of South Loup.
A minute 15 gone, still scoreless here in the D1-11 sub-district final. Bailey into Ryan Bailey, puts it up and over the rim. Double team was too deep on him, and he just slid backwards and threw it over the front of the rim for two. Pandorf in the corner, up to Gracie, long two, can't get it to go top of the key. Rebound, Joey Salick saves it in, but into the hands of Luke Bailey, who's called for the walk. Kind of slipped a little bit. Paulson was in front of him, and when he tried to reverse court, lost his footing. Paulson left side to Gracie in the corner. Cash, ball above the head to Pandorf high post. Back out to Cash Gracie. One hands it over to Connell. Fakes the three, drives in. Lloyd cuts him off. He and Heapy D'ing him up, and they turn it over to Luke Bailey. One-on-one with Paulson. Bailey applies the pressure, but Connor Paulson swipes it out of there before he goes to the rim.
Yeah, what a great defensive play by Paulson to be able to reach in and knock the ball away. Looked like that was maybe going to be a layup for Bailey, but Paulson with the knockaway without committing the foul.
Spartans with the 2-0 lead and the basketball. Pass too high for Loy. Connell comes away with it. Trey runs it forward, leaves it for Paulson left side. Now gets it back just left of center. Just over 2 minutes gone. Salick, high post look, kicks it out. Paulson, the three-pointer goes. That's his look, and he gets a good, clean look at it at the find from Joey Salick.
And that was all set up by the great ball movement by South Loup in the half court.
Bailey brings it forward, and Coach Drew wants to talk things over. It's 3-2. South Loup on top by one. 5:29 to go, first quarter in the D1-11 sub-district final.
Town pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
Well, I know only 2 minutes are gone, Brent, but pace and flow seems pretty good so far.
Yeah, two good teams going at it. Love the crowd, love the atmosphere. Big game tonight.
Lloyd can't find anybody, now lobs it over to Bailey. Throws it ahead to Ryan Bailey, now back to Luke. Far side to Lloyd. Lloyd drives in, jump stop, kicks it out. Heapy fakes the three. Good D there by Connell. Now being hounded, and a foul going to be called here. We'll see who it's on. It's on Connell. .5:18 to go, first quarter. South Loup on defense with their 3-2 lead. Bemerwald, far side corner to Heapy. Holds it up there, now over to Luke Bailey. Luke, one dribble in the corner to Loy. Loy looks across the lane, nothing there. Luke Bailey, jump stop, drives in. South Loup fans want to travel, but they're not going to get it. That was just a very high jump and a long jump stop. On the miss, Cash Gracie the other way. Three does not go in the corner. Heapy the rebound on the weak side. Loy ahead to Heapy into the front court. Jacob left to right, kicks it over. Luke Bailey fakes the three. Nice behind the back dribble, goes up, can't score it. Bemerwald, the weak side rebound. His follow doesn't go. Luke Bailey, third effort, does not go, but he's fouled. Salick gets whistled for the foul as Luke Bailey drains the first of two. Crew Wattoon, Rio Raymond, and Harper Johnson all into the game for South Loup. One sub for Ansley Litchfield is Owen Cunningham as Luke Bailey goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Connell brings it forward on the right side over to Johnson. Back over to Connell. They play catch up top. Now go far side over to Gracie. Scoops it over to Connell. His three off the side rim. Loy the weak side rebound. Gives it off to Luke Bailey, who brings it up near side. Luke lobs it into Ryan. Ryan faces up. Double teamed well. Loy drives into the free throw line. Faces up. Walks forward, and keyword there being walked. Left the pivot foot and stepped forward and traveled. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 4-3 is the lead. It's kind of been a defensive battle so far. Lots of good looks, but not falling in so far for these teams. Wattoon, high post look. Kicks it back out. Now Gracie, far side corner. Back to Crew. Crew goes to the bounce against Loy. Goes up, goes glass. Can't get it to go. Bemerwald, the defensive board. And now fouled. Rio Raymond just got caught in a bad spot and ran into his back. Loy to key it in, far side. Lobs it for Luke Bailey, almost touches the South Loop rim. Bailey brings it up near side, over to Loy. Loy, one dribble in the front court, double teamed, does well to get it out of there. Luke Bailey looking for Ryan Bailey, but it's turned over. Pick off by South Loop. Now pushing the other way, the Bobcats, and Bemerwald going to be called for a little bit of a hand check in the air on Cash Gracie.
First foul of the game whistled against Ansley Litchfield, first against Bemerwald. South Loop's been whistled for 3 here in this opening quarter.
South Loop on the inbounds, back in action. Johnson just left of center. Bemerwald D's him up, gets it into Raymond. Rio kicks it out. Cash Gracie going for the 3, but a foul. Well, no, three in the lane.
Yep, yeah, 3-second lane violation. And that's tough because Gracie made the 3.
He did.
But first the lane violation was called.
Bailey brings it forward. Back to Heapy. Makes up a little room. Now skips it ahead to Ashton Bemerwald. Comes near side to Bailey. Now in the corner. They go to Cunningham. Back out to Luke, left side. Over to Heapy, right side. Now Bemerwald in the corner. Skip pass over to Luke Bailey. Way too high. And it's another Ansley Litchfield turnover.
Well, you have to be impressed with the way these two teams are playing defensively in the half court. Both teams use a zone defense, and they just rotate so well in the zone that both offenses having a little bit of trouble trying to get into that right now.
South Loup back in the half-court offense. Raymond with it in the corner. Rio skips it over. Luke Bailey gets a finger on it, but it makes it through to Connell. Johnson left side, high post. Crew with Toon, controls it, goes glass, all but had that one down. Heapy, the initial rebound. Now Luke Bailey comes away with it and keeps the bounce. Into the front court, Luke Bailey scoops it inside to Cunningham. And threw it away, going for Heapy. Kind of one of those, I thought you were zigging when in fact you zagged moments, and it fires into the brick wall just to Brent's left. Still 4-3. 7 points scored in 6 minutes of play.
Yeah, nothing's coming easy tonight here in this opening quarter.
Gracie in the corner, takes a three, left it long. Bailey the rebound, knocked into by Crew Watoon. He'll get whistled for that foul, I would venture to guess.
Yeah, it'll be his first, but it's the team's fourth. So from here on out in the final 2 minutes of the quarter, Ansley Litchfield would be in the bonus.
Loy on the baseline, gets it into Luke Bailey, who tosses it back. Loy brings it forward, back to Bailey, working against that press of South Loup again. Loy into the front court, one dribble, double teamed, gives it up. Luke Bailey, now Heapy, corner three, missed everything, fight for the rebound. Cunningham comes away with it and puts it glass for two, and that was a fight inside. There were lots of heads banging together for that offensive rebound. Watoon faked the three, drives in, block shot, does not go. Luke Bailey the rebound. 6-3, Spartans looking to string some scores together. Heapy, far side, goes glass, scores it, and it's a 4-0 quick run just like that for Ansley Litchfield. 8-3, the Spartan lead. Harper Johnson with it, left side, now Connell. Quick entry into Crew Watoon. Defense leaves him. He goes in, scores it off the glass. Good awareness by Crew to notice that no one was in front of him and dribble in and be aggressive.
Well, it was all created by the pass fake. Faked the pass. Everybody thought he was going to pass it, and then that opened the lane up as Watoon got the easy two.
Luke Bailey up to Loy. Loy holds it up, dribbles away. Now jump passes it over to Bailey. Bailey drives in, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Nice rebound on the weak side by Crew Watoon. 30 seconds to go, first quarter. 3-point lead for Ansley Litchfield at 8-5. South Loup basketball. Again, they go to Gracie, far side. Now Johnson and Connell just right of center. They play the perimeter. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Looking for a good quality shot. Watoon, near side corner. Ball above the head, leans forward, high post look. Cash Gracie, long two, off the rim. Rio Raymond had it, throws it up. Doesn't get it to go. 3 seconds left. He thought there was much less. Connell on the floor as time expires. Bailey had it for a quick second, but that was about it. The ball pinballed us into the second quarter. 8-5, Ansley Litchfield leads here on KBBN Radio.
Does anything, it makes us notice the drafts our homes are letting through. Meath Lumber in Broken Bow is proud to be your local solution for sailing up those drafts and making your home more efficient. They sell quality Anderson windows. Both 100 and 400 series are available for your new construction or replacement project. Of course, they have the foam for around those windows too. Meath Lumber is still being remodeled, but inside, their knowledgeable staff is ready to help with your DIY project.
Are you suffering from back pain? Team Physical Therapy can help by addressing the root cause of your pain. 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy focuses on manual therapy, exercise, stretching, and personalized plan for you. Call 872-5111. Physical Therapy can reduce inflammation, improve flexibility, and increase strength. Don't let that low back pain slow you down. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check out any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, or Kearney.
Back to the action here in Ansley as the home team, Ansley Litchfield Spartans, with the lead as we head to the second quarter in what's been a highly competitive game so far. Luke Bailey was looking for the lob, saw it was going to come in too hot. It bounced off the backboard. He adjusted to it, still caught the pass off the bottom of the backboard and scored it for two. Salick on the feed. Going to be fouled before he gets an attempt up, but a nice fast pass down in there from Cash Gracie.
Yeah, Owen Cunningham's going to pick up the foul, reached in and grabbed the arm of Salick, his first foul of the game.
Connell has it taken away by Luke Bailey on the inbounds. Over to Loy. Loy over the top of the trap. Again, it's not a trap that's suffocating down on them. They're kind of playing off the ball a little bit. Cunningham up to Bailey, now Loy. Loy faces up at the free throw line. Defense doesn't come over, missed the 10-footer. Rebound South Loop. 50 seconds gone, second quarter. They trail by 5. Connell just right of center. One dribble back over to Paulson. Paulson a couple of dribbles back to Connell. Minute gone, second quarter. Gracie, far side corner, doesn't like the look, and they work the perimeter again. Back to Gracie in the corner. Ball above the head, high post look for Salick. Salick one dribble, kicks it out to Connell. Connell with the bounce to Pandorf in the corner. Dillon surveys there, throws it across the lane to Paulson. Paulson pump fake, left it short. Ryan Bailey the rebound. A possession that eclipsed 40 or 50 seconds, but no points to show for it for South Loop. Ansley Litchfield back in the half court. Loy with one bounce. Cut off by the defense, gets it over to Luke Bailey. Luke back over to Loy. They play catch at the top. Now they go in the corner. Cunningham back out to Bailey. Bailey sees an opening and attacks. Bounces it off the belly of Joey Salick, controls it, and puts it up and in for 2 more.
And Bailey's got all 4 of Ansley Litchfield's points here in quarter number 2.
5:50 to go, second quarter. Ansley Litchfield's lead has ballooned to 12-5. Cash Gracie, right side, skip pass over to Paulson. Paulson, misdirection, back up to Connell. Connell whips one into Salick, kicks it out to Pandorf, who hits a much-needed 10-footer from the short corner.
Yeah, nice play by Salick, too. He kind of took 2 defenders down with him in the block area, and that freed up Pandorf for the open look off the Salick pass.
Loy with it, far side, into Luke Bailey. Defense all over him, still rises up and scores 2 more. 5:10 to go, second quarter. Score is doubled up, 14-7 in favor of Ansley Litchfield. Gracie in the far corner, back out to Paulson, now Connell between the rings. Back over to Paulson. Paulson traveled. Almost did that exact same kind of travel last time down, but kept his pivot foot down a little bit better that last time.
Yeah, just so easy to do when you're deciding, all right, am I going to pass it? Am I going to shoot it? Do I want to drive with it? And as you're trying to make that decision, so easy to take a quick extra step.
Keepy near side, back up to Luke Bailey. Luke Bailey jump pass to Ryan Bailey, finds the angle and scores it. We see Ansley Litchfield do that every now and then. The high-low look between Luke and Ryan Bailey, and it is deadly, as we saw there in the timeout called by Coach Cole. 16-7 is the Ansley Litchfield lead over South Loop.
Sports apparel clearance is going on right now at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Save between 30 and 50% off winter items like hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's on sale. Scott is excited for spring and the track season. Go and see the nice selection of track shoes, perfect for practice and competition from brands like Brooks and Under Armour. Open Monday through Saturday. Gear up at Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Back to the action here in Ansley. South Loop basketball out of the break. Paulson going to be fouled by Loy. Sideline inbounds upcoming. Connell with the basketball. Heapy steps out on him. Now Connell with the pass over to Paulson. Now gets it back. Heapy kind of playing a little bit higher up on that kind of matchup zone than Luke Bailey is at the moment. Salick entry, finds the angle, goes glass and scores two. Gets a friendly roll.
Well, that's just pure muscle by Joey Salick. He just muscled his way to the rim and was able to finish.
Ansley Litchfield breaks the press again and calls out the play. Loy to Heapy, now Luke Bailey who will center the ball. One hands it over to Loy. Zach surveys over to Heapy, lobs it for Luke Bailey, goes glass on the lob, can't get it to go. Offensive board, second effort, does not go, but a foul is called. That kid really can jump high, and I thought he was going to put that lob home, but to keep the effort there and grab as many offensive boards as he does results in him going to the line a lot.
And that foul, by the way, was on Joey Salick of South Loup. That is his second, so he's going to come out of the game, and Rio Raymond will come in to replace him.
One sub, it was for Ansley Litchfield as Cunningham comes in. Bailey's second falls in, and he goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Score still doubled up, 18-9, 9-point lead here for Ansley Litchfield. High post look for Pandorf. Little bit of a runner, can't get it to go. Ryan Bailey the rebound. Off to Luke, who dribbles it forward. Quickly ahead to Heapy, pulls for three, hits the rim, weak side rebound. Last touch by Crew Watoon. It'll be Spartans basketball. Loy comes back in for Bemerwald, so it's Loy, Cunningham, Ryan and Luke Bailey, and Jacob Heapy for Ansley Litchfield. Defensively, Harper Johnson, Rio Raymond, Crew Watoon, Dylan Pandorf, and Trey Connell. High post look, Luke Bailey called for a travel. I thought he kept his pivot foot down, but it's hard for the whistle not to come there because he pumped his knees up and lifted one of the 2 feet off. Natural thinking in your head when you got a whistle in your mouth is to put air into it. 3:05 to go, second quarter. Connell with it just right of center. Calls Harper Johnson through. Now brings it to the left. Works against Heapy. Drives in. Tough shot. 15-footer wouldn't go. Crew Watoon. What a rebound inside. Puts it back up and in for the follow. It's a 7-point game, and Ansley Litchfield is in the front court again. Loy with it far side. One dribble off to Luke Bailey. Hesitation out to Loy. Might have got away with a travel there. Pull up from the free throw line. Rattles in for two. Offenses have heated up the last couple of trips down, and now they're going to a lob entry as South Loup to Rio Raymond. Defended well and slapped out of bounds by the Spartans. Gracie back into the game. Also saw Cunningham run back in for Ansley Litchfield. Johnson with it up top. Crew Watoon. Post entry, high post. Crew Watoon doesn't get it to go. Follows his shot. Can't get the follow to go. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by South Loup. Spartans basketball again facing this three-quarter court press by South Loup. Lloyd dribbles it forward, over to Luke Bailey, who walks it forward, skips it back over to Zach. Couple of dribbles, high post look. Bailey just pulls up and splashes one home from the free throw line just that quick.
Luke Bailey heating up here in the second quarter. He's got 10 of the 14 points they've scored in this quarter.
A minute 45 to go, second quarter. Scored, doubled up again, except this time an 11-point lead. Pandorf can't get it to go from the free throw line. A whistle called on the fight for the rebound.
Going to be on Owen Cunningham. That's going to be his second.
Connell in the quarter to Johnson. Now up top And they work it around to Connell left side. His three left long. Pandorf the rebound. Out to Gracie, top of the key. Scoops it out to Connell. 1:25 to go, first half. Connell with the bounce. Over to Gracie. Short corner jumper. Does not go. Luke Bailey the rebound. Puts it on the floor. Wants to race forward. 3-on-2. Has to back it out of there. Kicks it over to Loy. Steps into a jumper from the free throw line. Rio Raymond the rebound on the miss. A minute to go, first half. South Loop down 11, looking for a score. Connell and Johnson play a little catch now. Pandorf in the corner. Back to Johnson. High post look. Touch pass. And they work it around to Raymond. His short corner jumper misses everything. And a weak side rebound. Ansley Litchfield. They've got 40 seconds to work with and an 11-point lead. Loy with it far side. Back to Luke Bailey. Dribbles it behind Loy. Skips it over to Heapy. Now to Loy in the corner. Takes the dribble, drives left to right. No defense in front of him. Puts it up and over the rim for two. .15 seconds left. South Loop desperately needing a score heading into the halftime locker room. Connell just right of center. Hesitates. Drives in. Shoots a little floater from about 10 feet out. Now 1 second left. Luke Bailey, three-quarters court. Oh, almost went down. Hit the inside back of the rim. And that is what will take us to halftime. 24-13, Ansley Litchfield leads it at the half. We'll take a break. When we come back, Brent will have a look at those halftime numbers on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express video.
February is Heart Month, and Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists, Dr. Cookman, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Freeling, and Dr. Dasuki, all who visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Don't make a trip out of town when you can get big town doctors right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
The student athletes you are cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Hi, Central Nebraska. This is Liana, your local insurance ally. At Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, we're not just about insurance, we're about community. From auto coverage in your sweet home to the barn and everything it holds, we have you covered. Speaking of coverage, we are proud to support broadcasts of our local student athletes as well as the Huskers here on the radio for our fellow Nebraskans. Come see me, Liana, in Callaway, or call 308-836-2201. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, your insurance, your community, your winning team.
You've heard about Warranty Forever at Gateway Motors. It comes with new and pre-owned vehicles with less than 100,000 miles. But now it comes with even more. Gateway Advantage adds 3 years of windshield protection. It's unlimited. Break your windshield 14 times? No problem. Deposit protection reimburses your original down payment up to $4,000 if your vehicle is determined to be a total loss from accident, fire, or being stolen. You receive a check towards your next vehicle purchase. Warranty Forever, better than ever at Gateway Motors in Broken Bow.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Since our bank was founded in 1905, we have been the community bank that's part of your community. Whether it's Friday night at the football game or volunteering at the local celebration, at Town & Country Bank, building relationships is what matters. That's why we gladly support the towns in which we live and work. This is Heather at Town & Country Bank, and I invite you to stop in today and let us show you how banking should be. Town & Country Bank, relationships you can bank on.
Relationships matter. Town & Country Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ansley, as at the half it's the home team winning by 11, 24-13 over South Loup. And with a look at your numbers, here's Brent.
All right, Jeremy, thanks. We'll start with free throws. South Loup never got to the line in the first half. Ansley Litchfield got there 4 times. Luke Bailey was the only one that got to the line at all in the first half for either team, and he was 4 for 4. As we look at some of the other numbers, we thought rebounding would be a key tonight. Fairly even in the rebounding category through a half. Ansley Litchfield with 13 and South Loup with 10. Turnovers, both teams kind of turned it over early, but then both settled down a little bit in that regard as we played through the first half. Unofficially, Ansley Litchfield 9 turnovers, South Loup was 7 in the first half. As we get to the scoring, we'll start with South Loup, and probably the thing that pops out at you is Trey Connell and Cash Gracie, both players averaging double figures on the season. As a combined duo, they only have 2 in the first half, and that was a late bucket in the final minute of the first half from Trey Connell. So that duo was held scoreless by Ansley Litchfield for most of the first half. As we go through the South Loup scoring, Trey Connell with 2, Dylan Pandorf with 2, Connor Paulson hit a 3, Crew with 2, and I thought gave South Loup great energy off the bench. He had a great first half. He actually leads South Loup in scoring with 4 points off the bench, and Joey Salick has 2 for the Bobcats. Meanwhile, for Ansley Litchfield, they were led by Luke Bailey, and Bailey really got going in the second quarter where he scored 10 of his 12 first half points. So Luke Bailey leads all scorers at the half with 12. Rest of the Ansley Litchfield scoring, Ryan Bailey with 4, Owen Cunningham has 2, Zach Loy with 4, and Jacob Heapy with 2. Ansley Litchfield led 8-5 at the end of the first, and now here at the half, they lead 24-13.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. We'll take another break. When we come back, second half action here from Ansley. Again, at the half, Ansley Litchfield 24, South Loup 13, 4 minutes until second half action on KBBN Radio and St. Hills Express Video.
Creek Ag supports the Ansley Litchfield Spartans. Pete, Ryan, Trey, and Brandy are your suppliers of all feed and seed products, Traeger grills, and seasonings as well. They also have new and used seed tenders and are proud to be Channel Seedmen. Good luck, Spartans, from Muddy Creek Ag. Call them at 308-935-1155. The same people with the same great products on Highway 2 in Ansley. Muddy Creek Ag is proud to bring you this sports broadcast.
Just as all the area sports teams work to build themselves towards victories, your building team at Ansley Lumber and Supply is ready to help with all the projects you have going on or have in mind. They're open 8 to 5:30 Monday to Friday and Saturday 8 to noon. Provide delivery and offer the quality tools and products you can depend on, including premium grade lumber. From framing and trusses to countertops and cabinets, Ansley Lumber and Supply, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Joe's Motor Company in Hazard is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Pickup trucks are designed to work hard and be dependable, and pickup trucks are what Joe's Motor Company specializes in. You can't miss them when you're cruising down Highway 2 past Hazard. Give them a call today at 308-452-3030 or visit joesmotorcompany.com. Joe's Motor Company of Hazard, 25 miles north of Kearney or 45 miles northwest of Grand Island. Proud sponsors of this broadcast.
In basketball, going cold isn't a good thing. But at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow, it's just the opposite. A cold treat will always make you smile, no matter the time of year. Visit them today for a signature blizzard, a dilly bar, ice cream cake, or one of several other chili treats. Treat yourself to something amazing today, only at Broken Bow DQ, where happy tastes good. Proud sponsors of high school sports in this broadcast.
Mike Bailey with Bailey Crop Service in Ansley is proud to support the Ansley Litchfield Spartans student athletes in all that they do. Bailey Crop Service is your Pioneer seed dealer just off Highway 2 in Ansley. Pioneer continues to stand at the forefront of leading genetics in crop production. Stop in or call Mike to learn how Pioneer can benefit your fields. 935-1783. That's Bailey Crop Service in Ansley, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Ansley as we're about 60 seconds away from second half action. We had just seen during the break that Anselmo Myrna got the victory in action against St. Hills Thetford, so they'll be advancing to a district final, waiting to see who their opponent is.
Yeah, congratulations to the Coyotes. I know St. Hills Thetford having some injuries coming down the stretch. You feel bad for those guys. We'll see what happens with St. Hills Thetford. They were kind of in the running maybe for a wild card to maybe still get into the district final. It's going to depend on some other things that happen tonight, so we'll kind of see how it all plays out. But for Anselmo Myrna, man, what a great thrill to go through that sub-district, get the win, and now be able to advance to a district final, proving once again it doesn't matter what your record is going into the sub-district tournament, because everybody's 0-0 when you get to the postseason, and Anselmo Myrna able to take advantage of some things and get to a district final. Congratulations to them.
8 minutes up on the clock. Time to start the third quarter in this one. Always interesting between two super talented teams to see the halftime adjustments. And it got to think that for South Loup, it's got to involve getting Cash Gracie and Trey Connell involved a little more in the offense. They work the ball around the perimeter to start our third quarter and second half. Gracie lobs it into Pandorf. Pandorf works against Ryan Bailey. High post look. Salick jumper. Left it long. Rebound Bimmerwald defensively. 30 seconds gone. Third quarter. Luke Bailey up the right side. Now in the corner to Heapy. Likes that spot. Can't get it to go. Rebound Salick. We trade misses to open the quarter. 11-point lead remains for Ansley Litchfield. Paulson near side for the Bobcats. Over to Connell. Deep three-pointer. Left it short. Luke Bailey the rebound. Puts it on the ground and into a 3-on-1. Over to Bimmerwald. Lets the defense go by. Goes glass and scores two.
Well, you just love what Bimmerwald did on that play in so many areas, running the floor and then the shot fake to let the defender go by to get the two.
Gracie into Salick, who does well to put the basketball up, but they call the foul on the floor. So an inbound's coming. Big collision there with Jacob Pepe, who picks up his first. Ball lobbed up to Pandorf. Now right side over to Connell. Calls out the play. Near side to Paulson. Fakes the pass, gives it back to Connell. Paulson left side. Shot fake. Gets it over to Pandorf. Pandorf a couple of dribbles. Back to the basket. Over to Connell. Spartan defense not allowing much. Gracie in the corner. They work it around to Paulson. Paulson, misdirection, kicks it out. Three-pointer up by Pandorf. Doesn't go. Zach Loy, the weak side rebound defensively. Loy brings it forward. Now over to Bailey near side. And Bailey throws it forward to Loy in the front court. Controls it. Salick almost picked it off. In the short corner, threw it away. Paulson on the fast break. Ansley Litchfield hustling back the other way, and they commit a foul as Paulson kept the foot on the gas.
Foul on Luke Bailey, just his first of the game.
Connell, baseline lob, Cash Gracie, smothered in there, gets it out to Paulson, had it knocked away, throws it over to Connell. Crowd wanting it over and back, but that one was clearly tipped. Salick, the jumper from the free throw line, bounces on the rim 3 times, but would not go. Loy all the way down to Bemmerwald, under the hoop, goes up, blocked by Salick.
What a defensive play by Joey Salick. Almost bought the pump fake, but stayed on his feet and was able to get the block.
Big collision between Bemerwald and Trey Connell. And those high-impact, high-speed block charge calls, boy, aren't they fun in the game of basketball. Always draw the oohs and ahs and angry jeers. This one goes as a block.
Bemerwald's second of the game. It's Ansley Litchfield's third here in the quarter.
Connell calls out the play and comes near side. Gets it to Wattoon, who checked in at the last break. Rio Raymond did as well. He scoops it off to Connell. Connell, the floater, missed everything. Ball touched by Ryan Bailey, who comes out of there smiling, saying, "Oh, I don't know why I touched that." It goes out of bounds off of him. Connell, baseline inbound. Cash Gracie, his three up and through. Very much needed three-pointer for South Loup. They're back to within 10. Heapy in the corner, gets it out to Luke Bailey. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Off to Loy. Now Bailey left side. Back out to Loy, who resets. Heapy left side. Bailey patrolling the high post. Kind of being fronted and has someone behind him at times. Now they enter it into him. Fade left to right. Ryan Bailey grabs the miss, goes reverse, can't get it to go. Second chance opportunity at a rebound goes to Connell of South Loup. Trey, no look. Over to Johnson in the corner. Harper holds it up. Under 4.5 to go, third quarter. 10-point lead for Ansley Litchfield. Gracie goes to the drive, cut off in the corner, threw it away. Raymond wasn't ready for the pass. Luke Bailey the other way, goes through a double team and scores two on the other end. Connell up top, comes near side to Johnson. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Wattoon enters it in to Gracie, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson into the far side short corner and called for a travel on that side. And a timeout called, Coach Cole. 28-16, third quarter, 3:55 to go. We'll be back after this.
Water Bank, we're still committed to calling our customers by name. Because of technology, we may not see you as much anymore, but whether you choose to bank with us online or in person, we're still your hometown bank. We still call you by name when we see you, and we're here for you when you need us. If you're currently not our customer, we would love a chance to show you what you've been missing. Visit us today to start banking with a bank that knows you. At Flatwater Bank, we are still pioneering.
Member FDIC.
Have questions about health and life insurance? Maybe you have retirement planning needs. Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help. Reach them at 872-6810 or visit them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Klang Financial is proud to help bring you this high school sports action.
Well, some other D1 scores around the state. It's gone final between Riverside and Elgin Public. Pope John, Riverside wins 51-45. A game that South Loup, I know, has really been watching close. Ansley Litchfield 2. Johnson Brock, number 2 in the points coming in, rolled over Pawnee City tonight, 65-31. North Platte St. Pat's is leading big in their game against Hemingford, and Howells Dodge is leading Guardian Angel Central Catholic as they play in the second half.
South Loup tried to inbound the ball out of the break, but officials confirm it is, in fact, Ansley Litchfield basketball. Bemerwald somehow gets that pass through into Ryan Bailey. Bounced it off the side of the backboard. South Loup comes the other way. Cash Gracie near side, over to Connell, steps into a three. Got it to go. The three-pointer, the great equalizer, coming up big for South Loup in this quarter. And now Luke Bailey throws the ball into the rafters, trying to go all the way up the floor. If it hadn't hit a rafter, I don't know if it would have stayed in. That one had some air under it.
Yeah, that one just got away from Luke a little bit.
Cash Gracie, far side wing. Ball above the head, back out to Connell. 9-point lead, Ansley Litchfield. Connell jumps into the defense, puts the shot up, no foul call, wanted it bad. The weak side rebound on the miss to Ansley Litchfield. 3:05 to go third quarter. South Loup has cut into the lead a little bit. Bailey and Loy play some catch. Now Zach dribbles right to left, off to Cunningham, now gets it back. 2:52 to go third quarter. Luke Bailey left side. Luke skip pass over to Loy, out to Cunningham, and Connell gets a hand on the next pass to Luke Bailey. Goes out of bounds, and it'll stay Spartans ball.
Well, you just get the feel the final 2:43 of this quarter is really big, isn't it? South Loup has gotten to within 9. How this quarter ends can have a big impact on how the game ends.
Loy drives in, traveled, did the same kind of move, switched the pivot feet. I kind of thought I read his lips. He said, I jump stop, but jump stop, I believe, when his right foot came down before his left foot a little bit, and then switched to the left foot to go for the shot, and the travel call is whistled. South Loup back with the basketball, trying to cut further into this lead of Ansley Litchfield. A couple of three-pointers in this quarter have certainly helped that out. Cash Gracie with one of those, has it near side corner, up to Connell, faked the three, faked it again. Now Luke Bailey gets a paw on the pass to Cash Gracie. And subs come in, Heapy and Paulson in. From the blind corner that we can't see, pass into Connell, left to right, no look into Cash Gracie, shot fake, lost it off his foot, and it's turned over to Ansley Litchfield.
Great help defense, help defense by the Spartans. Boy, when Gracie got that ball on the baseline, you thought maybe he'd have an opportunity, but man, he drew a crowd quickly, and Ansley Litchfield was able to force the Bobcats into a turnover.
Crew Wattoon checks into the game. His shoe wasn't untied, but it was just in a loose knot, and they have him retie it. We're underway. Loy and Bailey again in the backcourt, working against that pressure. Luke Bailey drives in, shoots it up, can't get it to go. His follow doesn't go. Another effort, goes back up, can't get that one to go. Third chance at a rebound is last touched by Ansley Litchfield, out of bounds. South Loup fortunate to dodge those bullets, and they take a timeout. Thrivent is proud to support student athletes as they work hard to achieve their goals. When it comes to financial goals, Scott Harvey wants to help you reach them. To create a strategy through insurance, investments, or planning for retirement that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you, call Scott Harvey with Thrivent Financial at 308-872-2511. That's really interesting, Brent. You look at the scoring output of these two teams throughout the season coming into this one, and not too many games where they're sitting at less than 30 points this far into the third quarter, I'd venture to guess.
Well, listen, both teams are really working hard defensively. These zone defenses that these teams play with have good rotation in them. They both immediately move to the basketball. So it's just been tough to score tonight. And, you know, each team will tell you we've had some looks that just haven't gone down tonight either, so.
Connell hands it off to Paulson, over to Gracie, far side, now Wattoon, right wing. Up top to Raymond. Rio goes far side over to Paulson, gets it to Gracie, threw it away. Pass was a little bit off, and Cash couldn't grab it. Now Ansley Litchfield the other way. Loy breaks the timeline, partially trapped. Oh, what a find. All the way up to Cunningham, who touch passes it to Ryan Bailey, who puts it in for two on the other end. Pass went all the way across the court. Paulson with it just in front of us. One dribble. Gets it over to Wattoon. Wattoon has it swiped at by Heapy. Recovers it, but tried to pass it into a double team. Raymond had defenders draped all over him in there. Couldn't handle the pass, and now is called for the foul trying to recover it.
Second foul against Rio Raymond, but just the first foul whistled in the quarter against South Loup.
Ansley Litchfield kind of weathered their storm of no scoring and South Loup chipping at the lead, but not really taking big chunks out of it. And you look now, and all of a sudden it's back to 30-19. Heapy, far side, spin move, goes glass, couldn't get it to go, gets his miss though. Cunningham up top to Luke Bailey, behind the back, scoops it over to Bemerwald. Now Heapy in the corner, Back up top to Luke, who resets with 30 seconds. Over to Heapy. Skip pass to Cunningham. Back up top to Luke Bailey. Luke with the bounce against Connell. Near side to Cunningham. Holds it up. 5-second count is on. Running out of time, and a Coach Drew timeout is called. 13.2 seconds to go, third quarter. It's Ansley Litchfield up 30-19 over South Loup.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is a proud radio sponsor of area high school sports. That students learn in athletics go beyond the playing field. These student athletes learn teamwork, work ethic, and competitiveness, just to name a few. The sports that they participate in also are a way to bring communities together. The team at Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley is happy to help bring you this broadcast to cheer on your team.
Welcome back to Ansley as we've got 13 seconds between us and the fourth quarter. Bailey receives the inbounds. Ahead to Loy, 9 seconds to go, third quarter. Bailey cuts through. TP left side, 5 seconds, throws it in. Loy receives it, goes glass, and scores it. So much attention on Luke Bailey, and they run that little lob play to Loy. Instead, comes down with it, gathers himself, goes up, and scores. And we head to the fourth quarter. 32-19, Ansley Litchfield with the lead over South Loup.
Cafe and Sports Bar loves cheering on the Spartans, and they hope to see you through their doors soon. Boasting a family-friendly atmosphere in downtown Litchfield, they are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 for lunch, as well as 4 to midnight. Dine in or carry out delicious food, or grab a drink at the full bar and try your hand at the skill games they have. Go and find them on Facebook, the Spartan Cafe and Sports Bar, downtown Litchfield.
At Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway, you'll often see them sporting their South Loup Bobcat Blue because they love to support their team. Student athletes work hard both academically and in sports, and Norder Supply is proud to support their dedication by helping bring you this sports broadcast on the radio. Wishing the team the best of luck and saying, "Go Bobcats!" Norder Supply Incorporated in Callaway.
Fourth quarter time. Ansley Litchfield basketball out of the break with this 32-19 lead. Bailey in the backcourt brings it forward. Just some token man pressure now. Bailey threw it away to Connell. Connell works the ball forward. Foot on the gas. Cut off in the corner. Hesitation move. Now trapped. Throws it all the way up to Paulson, who receives it between the rings. Now Connell right side. In the corner to Paulson. Pandorf, excuse me. Now Connell looks over at the bench, gets the call. Every possession key for South Loup here. They continue to, and now Connell going to be called for the double dribble. Just grazed the offhand. And the ball goes back the other way. Luke Bailey with the basketball. 40 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. Bailey beats the pressure out to Bemerwald, and a foul called away from the ball, and I think it's going to be on Bailey as after he passed it, took out Connell.
That'll be the second on Luke Bailey.
If you're South Loup, got to have scores, maybe not every possession, but pretty close to it, especially with the great defense that Ansley Litchfield has played. Connell left to right, lobs it in. Pandorf throws it up at the rim, left it short. Rebound Ryan Bailey. Off to Loy. Loy, a few dribbles. Again, man pressure, three-quarters court. Loy throws it to Luke Bailey. No one in front of him. Out to Heapy, three in the corner, does not go. Paulson the rebound. And again, Ansley Litchfield does such a good job running back. Gracie in the corner, near side. Couple of dribbles. Heapy knocks it away. Ryan Bailey picks up the loose ball, and another empty possession for South Loup.
Unofficially 13th turnover of the night for the Bobcats.
Bailey with the bounce to Ryan Bailey. Cutting through is Heapy. Bailey drives in, shoots it up, lots of contact, no call. Salick the rebound. Paulson in the front court, short corner. Gracie drives in, scoops it up, off the rim, won't go. Pandorf, a tough rebound, and a foul going to be whistled.
Good job of fighting inside by Dylan Pandorf. Able to go after that loose ball, get the rebound, and the foul, meanwhile, is going to go against Ryan Bailey of Ansley Litchfield, but that's just his first.
Connell to key it in from the baseline. Looking, Salick, 10-footer, goes in. 6 minutes to go. Took 2 minutes for South Loup to find their opening score of the fourth quarter. Luke Bailey with the bounce, working against Wattoon. Crew slides the feet. Luke spins, drives, puts it in from 5 feet out. Connell back the other way, pull up three, left it long, rebound. Lloyd taps it into the hands of Ryan Bailey. 5:30 to go, fourth quarter.
Ansley Litchfield's done a really good job of controlling the boards tonight. It's kind of been one and done for South Loup for the most part. Not many second chance opportunities.
Loy right to left. Paulson D's him up. Nice lob into Luke Bailey, who scores it. He wanted the and one, doesn't get it, but a beautiful play. 5:05. Paulson, the three does not go. Salick had the rebound, but it's taken away by Ryan Bailey, and now a foul called. As these teams continue to get more and more physical, the later into this fourth quarter we get.
Foul on Joey Salick. That'll be his third, but it is just the team's second of the quarter. Correct that, maybe just first of the quarter.
5 minutes flat as they wipe some sweat up off the floor. Big collision there, had several players on the ground. Gives me time for a shameless plug. I noticed today that our YouTube channel is at 999 subscribers. Looking for our 1,000th subscriber, so if you're watching on YouTube and want to hit that subscribe button, we would appreciate it much. Heapy into the front court, back to the action. Spartans basketball. Heapy had it picked away by Paulson. Bemerwald tracks him down. Now they give it off to Wattoon. Wattoon with the bounce and a foul called as he went to the drive.
I think they're going to get it on Bemerwald, and that's going to be number 3 on him. And it's also the third team foul against Ansley Litchfield here in the quarter.
They work it around outside. Connell, 3 from the corner, missed everything long. And Bemerwald the weak side rebound. Gives it off to Bailey. Luke with the hesitation. Dribbles it forward. He and Connell just staring each other in the eyes. Luke Bailey behind the back. Connell stays right with him. Free throw line. Bailey forces one up. Can't get it to go. Connell the rebound. Back the other way. Cash Gracie right in front of us. Baseballs it over to Connell. Whips it into Wattoon. Wattoon finds the angle. Can't get a shot to go. Salick battling for a rebound with Bailey. Bailey comes away with it, and a timeout called by Coach Drew. 36-21 is the Ansley Litchfield Spartan lead. 4:07 remaining, fourth quarter.
At the Callaway Market, they appreciate their amazing customers who choose to shop local with them. That's why they offer their loyalty program, which has allowed them to give thousands of dollars back to the community. Your friends at Callaway Market invite you to shop their aisles, quality meat counter, and bountiful and beautiful produce section. On Mondays, a senior discount of 10% off is given. Thank you for shopping local from the Callaway Market. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday and Sundays from 11 till 5.
Have you heard the buzz? Yeah, it's got to be my neighbor's Beehive. Beehive? Yeah, it's that new pivot controller from Beehive Ag. Cool, what's it do? Your phone becomes your pivot panel. You can control your pivot, pump, in-gun, and it even has GPS and VRI. Breathe new technology into old pivots. Really? The subscription must be expensive. No, there is no subscription fee. Contact Rich Reynolds with Rain Dance Repair at 308-870-4455. That's 870-4455.
4:07 to go, fourth quarter. 36-21 is the Ansley Litchfield Spartan lead. It is Spartans basketball out of the break. Full court pressure being shown again. Wattoon grabs the basketball, but took it on out of bounds, stepped in front of Heapy.
Boy, Wattoon has really played with great energy. He always does, but man, he has really played hard and well for South Loup coming off the bench tonight.
Ansley Litchfield gets it into the front court with Loy. Loy holds it up, swims it through to Heapy. And again, the defensive pressure has stepped up again, another notch for South Loup. Paulson up on Loy. 3:45 to go, fourth quarter. High post look, oh, beautiful play. Heapy missed the layup. Ryan Bailey missed the follow, and now Cash Gracie in the front court. Cash, pull up three. Couldn't get it to go. Wattoon had the ball, but had it ripped away by Cunningham. Luke Bailey fouled by Connell.
Going to be number 2 on Trey Connell. Also be the second team foul against South Loup here in the quarter.
Loy throws it ahead to Heapy. Heapy in the front court, works against Wattoon, now gets it out to Loy. Working against Paulson, left to right. Cut by Luke Bailey, pull up from the free throw line, doesn't get it to go, gets his own rebound, short corner. Double team, gets it out to Bemerwald, now Loy up top. As we approach 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Time running out on South Loup to get back into this one. Heapy with the bounce, off to Luke Bailey, does well to control it. Bailey behind the back, through the legs. Bemerwald had it knocked away, and Salick might have got popped in the face. It comes away out of that one. Touch last by him. Spartans basketball in the corner. And a timeout called by Coach Cole. 2:53 to go, fourth quarter. Spartans lead at 36-21 over the Bobcats.
State Insurance of Arnold, they're proud to say that they can offer you choices. Those choices save you money. They can offer you a variety of choices because they are independent agents. First State Insurance is cheering on the Bobcats all the way. Call Becky or Taylor at 848-2522 to set up an appointment with First State Insurance of Arnold. Proud supporters of the South Loup Bobcat coaches and players who work so hard.
Welcome back to Ansley. Loy to key it in for the Spartans. Oh, nice cut by Heapy. No one in front of him. Beautiful set play out of the break, and kind of one of those situations where the team that didn't call the timeout gets the first offensive possession and seizes that momentum. Paulson, corner three, left it long. Bemerwald, the weak side rebound, off to Luke Bailey. Left-handed baseball pass ahead. Heapy controls it after Salick tapped it. Now Loy controls it. 2:25 to go, fourth quarter. Gets it into Bemerwald. Bemerwald, nice find to Ryan Bailey. Couldn't get it to go off the glass. Cash Gracie gives it up to Connell. Brings it into the front court. Hesitation, drives in, shoots it up, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, pulled out of there by Heapy. Ahead to Bailey, to Bemerwald. Bemerwald missed the lay-in. Rebound Gracie. Cash, foot on the pedal. 2-on-2 the other way. Pulls up the floater from the free throw line. Does not go. And South Loup getting shots that we typically see go for them, Brent. But more often than not tonight, the rim has just not been kind.
Yeah, and only getting one shot opportunity on an offensive trip. Ansley Litchfield has really been strong on the defensive glass, especially in the second half.
Loy gets it to Luke Bailey. Saves it into Bemerwald, who fires it back up to Loy. Minute 30 to go. Loy off to the left side. Hands it off to Heapy. Wattoon comes out on him, and the 5-second count starts. Now Heapy with the bounce. Off to Bailey. And the stall game continues. Bailey dribbles around two defenders. Applies the pressure with the drive and is fouled on the missed layup. Four County Heating and Air is proud to sponsor high school sports. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. no matter what the temperature is outside, they'll make sure the temperature inside is just right. Call for a free estimate and 24-hour service at 872-2258.
Luke Bailey made the first free throw, his second one good as well. He is the only guy who has shot a free throw tonight.
Wow.
He's 6 for 6. And by the way, that foul was on Joey Salick, his fourth.
Deep three for Connell. Goes all the way around the rim and falls in. That makes it a 40-24 game with a minute left. Loy with the bounce. Throws it ahead to Luke Bailey. Back to Loy. 50 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Loy has it poked at. Does well to dribble away from it. And Paulson called for the foul. That'll be the fourth team foul. So no shots coming yet on common fouls. .45 seconds remaining. Heapy into the corner. Bemerwald back up to Loy. Loy waits for Johnson to come out on him. Spins away from it. And the applause from Spartans fans starts to come in, but quickly fades as a foul is called, and Loy will go to the free throw line.
And that foul on Trey Connell, his third.
Have questions about health and life insurance? Maybe you have retirement planning needs. Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help. Reach them at 872-6810 or visit them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Klang Financial is proud to help bring you this high school sports action as Loy goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Connell from the spike line off the side of the rim. Paulson the rebound to Gracie. Up to Connell. His three falls short. Rebound Ryan Bailey. And a foul going to be called on Salick. And we'll go to the other end. And now the applause and standing up of fans on the Ansley Litchfield side. And some applause coming in from the South Loop fans standing and applauding both of these teams as well. No doubt giving some applause to the seniors on this night, last sub-district game this season. But like we talked in the pregame, both of these teams in a good situation points-wise. Well, more than likely going to receive a wild card, will South Loop. As Ryan Bailey misses the first free throw. Lots of subs running in and out during all my talking. In fact, I think Ryan Bailey's the only one that's left in there that is a starter for either team. Bailey's second shot does not go. Rebound inside and put back up and in by Lane Slocum. And now a timeout for a substitution as Ryan Bailey comes out, and we'll play out the final 18 seconds. Caleb McFate brings it forward for South Loop. Goes over far side. Now up top to Lance Wooters. Wooters fires it down. Shot put up by Carter Wood and in from the near side short corner. And time will run out on this one. A 44-26 victory. Ansley Litchfield with the win over South Loop. A highly anticipated game in front of a packed crowd. And Ansley Litchfield takes care of business on their home floor and will advance to a district final, which means they are one win away from state. South Loop going to have to wait and see how all of the other games play out to see if they receive a wild card again. South Loop 7th in the points. Would like to think that things are probably going to go the right way for them to get a wild card, but we have to wait and see how the rest of the evening plays out. We'll take a break. When we come back, Brent will have a look at the numbers in this one.
You want to bring your A game.
You've practiced hard. You've thrown, caught, run, jumped, tackled, set, and spiked plenty in practice over the years.
Then a basketball meets your face.
Next game, it happens again.
You get flashbacks of that volleyball that did the same darn thing.
I'm Dr. Jeff Sanger.
And I'm Dr. Jinsey Ross.
If you're fighting a blur other than your running speed, schedule an appointment with us at Prairie Eye Care. Whether in sports or everyday life, we want you seeing 20/20.
Prairie Eye Care is proud to support this broadcast of high school athletics.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, love supporting the community and are happy to be able to help bring you this sports broadcast. The Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics delight in serving the area with their public transportation service. Call 308-212-0464 to schedule a ride today. Areas served and destinations requested will be evaluated on a first-come, first-served basis. Cheering on the area athletes from the Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics.
Crash, boom, bang. All sounds you never want to hear coming from your vehicle. A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is prepared to fix or prevent those sounds. If you're in need of auto and light truck service and repair, give Josh a call, 848-2542. That's 848-2542. It all starts with diagnosing the problem, then working to get you back on the road quickly with a vehicle you can depend on. A1 Auto Service in Arnold, proud sponsors of this broadcast and high school sports.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
When you need towing or transport, it often comes at a time that you didn't see coming. That's why Trumbull Repair and Towing Service offers it 24/7. So when you're stranded and need emergency roadside assistance, call Dan at 870-2127. Trumbull Repair offers mechanical service, welding, and mobile welding. Trumbull Repair and Towing Service, a half-mile east of Callaway on Highway 40, but serving the entire area. Call 870-2127.
Lane Chesley and his crew at Design Homes of Callaway are proud to help bring you this sports broadcast. Design Homes can help you with remodeling or any commercial or residential building construction. Just call Lane at 308-991-0870 to get started. Don't let that awesome project you have on your mind be a point of stress. Call Design Homes, proud sponsors of this sports broadcast.
You've been to them, the bars, taverns, and grills that are exactly like the next. Not at Henry's Callaway Bar. They offer a bar experience unlike any other. Try one of Henry's fresh, handcrafted drinks or kick back for a beer with friends. If it's an appetite you're bringing with your thirst, look to their amazing homemade pizzas to fill you up, available to dine in or carry out. Call 308-836-4484. A slice of lime and a good time await you at Henry's Bar in Callaway, the oasis in the middle of Nebraska.
AgriBest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as capping comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, go lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat cap warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. They carry the top-rated AeroQuip line of chutes and livestock equipment, too, behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. AgriBest Feeds of Callaway.
Eggleston Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
Welcome back to Ansley, a 44-26 victory for the Ansley Litchfield Spartans by way of sub-district victory, headed to a district final, which means they are one win away from the boys' state tournament. With a look at the numbers, here's Brent.
All right, Jeremy, thanks. As we take a look at the individual scoring numbers, leading the way for everybody tonight was Luke Bailey. Another great performance, 20 in the game to lead all scores. And as we look at the rest of the Ansley Litchfield scoring, pretty balanced after that. Ryan Bailey with 6 points, Owen Cunningham with 2. Finishing with 8 on the night was Zach Loy. Ashton Bemerwald with 2. Jacob Heapy had 4. And Lane Slocum late with a rebound and a putback. He finished with 2 points in the game to account for Ansley Litchfield's 44 here tonight. Meanwhile, for South Loup, it was just tough to get the ball to go through the hoop here tonight for the Bobcats. They scored 26 points. They were led by Trey Connell, who had a team-high 8 points. And then after that, Dylan Pandorf with 2, Connor Paulson with 3, Cash Gracie with 3, Carter Wood late in the game had a bucket coming off the bench. Crew Wattoon had 4, and Joey Salick had 4 as Ansley Litchfield wins at 44-26. We talked about the rebounding maybe being a key in this game. It was pretty even at halftime, but in the second half, Ansley Litchfield really controlled the defensive glass. South Loup just didn't get any second chance opportunities, especially in that second half. Unofficially, Ansley Litchfield out-rebounds South Loup 33-22 here tonight. Also the free throw line. South Loup never got there in the entire game tonight. Did not shoot a free throw. Meanwhile, Ansley Litchfield finished 8 of 10 from the line on the night. Again, Ansley Litchfield gets the win, 44-26.
That might be a first for me at any level, seeing a team not shoot a free throw in the entire game. That's wild.
Well,
and Ansley Litchfield didn't even shoot that many themselves.
Well, and especially with the way South Loup plays. You know, they like to take it to the hoop, and so to not get to the line at all tonight, kind of interesting. And like you said, Ansley Litchfield, well, look at their attempts. How many of those came late in the fourth quarter when South Loup was trying to foul to get them to the line, right? So, not a lot of free throws shot in the game here tonight.
We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the point standings and kind of some other scores that are going on in D1 that would play into whether or not South Loup is able to get themselves a wild card. Back after this.
They're big fans of local artist BJ Jameson, and they think you should be too. They invite you to their watch party coming up on Wednesday the 28th. BJ is playing live at The Local in Nashville, Tennessee, and they're going to watch it in Callaway. If you want to see BJ Jameson live and in person, mark your calendar for March 3rd. He'll be doing a Sunday afternoon show at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway. Nashville recording artist BJ Jameson. Watch party February 28th and live March 3rd at Shotgun Annie's in Callaway.
Bierman Vet Services offers vet care for both large and small animals, from pregnancy checking to calving assistance, spays and neuters, vaccinations to emergency call care. They can assist you. Right now, make sure and stop in to see how they can help you stock up on your calving supplies. Stop by Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, or call 848-3334 for questions or to access the doctor on call. Bierman Vet Services is excited to cheer on the South Loup Bobcats. They are proud of the students' hard work and are glad to help sponsor this broadcast of high school sports.
Lodi Seed Service, LLC, your trusted channel seedsman, now serving the Callaway area. They are proud to bring you this sports broadcast. Why choose them? High-quality channel seeds, expertise tailored to your farm, local knowledge paired with global resources, and, of course, unmatched customer service. To get on the path to achieving your farming goals or exceeding them, contact Abe Hinman or T.R. Anderson with Lodi Seed Services, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Redfern Electric in Callaway is a big supporter of the South Loup Bobcats. Whether you're in need of residential, commercial, or ag electrical work, your first call should be to Ed Lashley at Redfern Electric. Their commitment is to quality and their customers who always come first. Call Ed at 836-2254. Redfern Electric, proud supporters of the South Loup Bobcats and this broadcast.
He started mowing her lawn every Sunday to earn money for his first car. She needed the help, and when money got tight, he kept doing it for free. So he never saved enough to buy that car for his 16th birthday. But it didn't matter, because she gave him the classic, parked in her garage. Do the right thing, and good things happen. That's why we're not just a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Power Solutions in Broken Bow is your local Vermeer dealer. With Vermeer equipment, you're getting more than a machine. You're investing in quality parts, local service, and support from your Vermeer dealer. Also remember, if you have a pickup truck or any diesel-powered engine not working to your standards, Power Solutions can get it running strong. Whether it's shop service or field service repair, sales, service, and new equipment on hand, Power Solutions, your local Vermeer dealer and sponsors of this sports broadcast.
There are a lot of reasons your local Valley dealer is your trusted partner. Their quick responsiveness, their training and technology products, their extensive irrigation parts inventory, and their ability to service all brands. But when you need problems resolved quickly, there's one most important reason to trust your Valley dealers. Your reason. Contact Todd with Full Circle Irrigation today at their office in Litchfield or Broken Bow for all your irrigation parts, technology, and service needs. That's Full Circle Irrigation, your local Valley dealer. Happy to help bring you this sports broadcast.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Govier Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. For over 60 years, Govier Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home have served Central Nebraska. Through the entirety of their years, putting families first has always been their motto. Enjoy this high school sports broadcast brought to you by Govier Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. Reach them at 1-800-354-6340 or visit GovierBrothers.com.
Welcome back one last time to Ansley, as this one again has gone final. Ansley Litchfield, a 44-26 winner over South Loup in the D1-11 sub-district final. Brent's got to look at a couple of other scores that have gone final or are in progress.
Yeah, we'll go to Class D1, and these are the scores that have gone final. Riverside wins over Elgin Public Pope John 51-45. A lot of these games that South Loup kind of needed to go a certain way kind of looks like they're playing out in South Loup's favor, so that's good. McCool Junction wins over Elmwood Murdoch 49-41. Johnson Brock defeated Pawnee City 65-31. Sutton won over Kennesaw 59-39. Of course, here in Ansley, Litchfield gets the win 44-26. It was Overton winning over Loomis 66-52. Ainsworth defeated Boyd County 64-37. Plainview edged Wausau 54-50. Dundee County Stratton rolled over Cambridge 54-32. Guardian Angels Central Catholic came back and was leading Howells Dodge 43-37. So that'll be an interesting one to keep an eye on. In fact, it's gone final now. Guardian Angels Central Catholic wins at 47-42 and knocks off Howells Dodge. Axtell wins over Pleasanton 63-44, and then North Platte St. Pat's rolled over Hemingford 62-25. So those are your finals in D1. We will wait and see how all the points lay out. And South Loup certainly looks as though they'll be in the running maybe for one of those 4 wild card spots to still get into a district final, but we'll just have to wait and see how it all officially plays out. We'll go to Class D2 quickly, where Anselmo Myrna gets a big win over Sandhills Thetford tonight, 51-46, so AM will move out to a district final. For Sandhills Thetford, just don't see them being able to make a wild card spot because of some of the things that went down here tonight in D2. You got St. Mary's winning over Stewart 58-40. Parkview Christian beat Fall City Sacred Heart 67-61. High Plains Community over Nebraska Lutheran 59-44. Maywood Hayes Center rolled over Medicine Valley 73-50. Walt Hill and Wynot, that game has not gone final. It was tight in the second half. Osceola was leading Humphrey St. Francis by 1 late in the game. No word on whether that's gone final yet. Some other finals in D2, Potter Dix won over Banner County 55-39. Paxton upsets Hyannis 46-43. It was Shelton winning over SEM 73-55, but SEM certainly in the running for a wild card spot in D2. We'll see how that plays out when everything has gone final. Hay Springs late in the game was winning big over Cody Kilgore. So those are some of the scores that we have.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. Again, the final score in this one, Ansley Litchfield, the victory, 44-26 over South Loup. But as Brent reported there, things looking pretty favorable for South Loup to be able to receive a wild card. Until the numbers are crunched by the NSAA, we will not know, but we will let you know when we do know.
When it becomes official,
when it becomes official.
You just don't want to predict too much on those things because some weird things can happen. So,
sports page of sandhillsexpress.com is the place to keep an eye on, and keep your ears right here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Thank you to all the sponsors you saw scrolling on the video screen this evening. Thank you as well to all the radio sponsors you heard throughout the evening. That does it for us here tonight in Ansley. Ansley Litchfield in a district final by winning the D1-11 sub-district bracket. For videographer Christy Wells, for Brent Apperson, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a great rest of your evening.
For listening to our coverage of high school.
The 3-2 pitch swung on and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key, long 3, she puts it up, and that's gonna go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime, goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch swung on and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.